Bitcoin right now trades over 40% below its 69,000 nice dollar price point less than 2 months ago. Retail investors have largely turned off their laptops, shoved away their phones, and stopped checking the Bitcoin price. But what if I told you that that would be extremely dangerous to do? I'm Bobby Bonezone, and just like Bitcoin, I think we've all received a little too much massive bonage lately. But what comes next is potentially very big, maybe. If you're new channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those these absolute time-sensitive alerts. As well, make sure to leave your comment below to enter for a Bitcoin or equivalent, or Ledger equivalent BTC. It is for subscribers. And as well, I have one Twitter, one Instagram. The rest are fake spam accounts. Don't respond to them. Don't send them your crypto. You'll just lose it. They're going to steal it from you. Don't do that ever. If you're interested in any bonuses, make sure to check out everything below. And without any further magoosh, let's jump in. Unbelievable. So a quick recap of what has gone down this week. An absolutely disastrous, dumpy, potentially even life-changing week. As Bitcoin fell a couple $1,000s here, multiple thousands of dollars, and there's more than one reason why. Bitcoin did begin dumping after the meeting of the Federal Reserve minutes were unleashed, suggesting that they may raise interest rates. And then also political events in Kazakhstan have also raised concerns about the network's capacity here. A huge amount of the world's mining, Bitcoin mining, the process by which transactions are verified and new coins are paid out to those miners, they're created, it takes place in Kazakhstan. As you can see here, Kazakhstan accounts for nearly 20% of the world's Bitcoin mining here. It's very big. That's the movie Borat, I think, is Kazakhstan. It's thought to process nearly a fifth of all Bitcoin mining, and it also has cheap electricity, which is one of the reasons. And an internet shutdown earlier this week appeared to hit the processing power of the entire Bitcoin network. So Bitcoin started the week at about 47K, and then it began to slip a little bit. On Wednesday, the Fed minutes were released. By Thursday, it had fallen to about 42K, and even below that, below 42K. So a combination of the Federal Reserve minutes combined with the hash rate of Bitcoin taking a little bit of a dumpy there, that absolutely contributed. Not to mention, we've been kind of shaky with Bitcoin's price for more than a month to begin with. You see that here. And so again, we have this $40,000 level that is absolutely must hold, absolutely hands down. And I remember this. So before we even go further, I know a lot of people are talking about this same thing people were talking about back here. You know, this potential for a massive head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish pattern. And I think Ben Cowan actually tweeted something like a week ago, or I think what he said was just that head and shoulders patterns were just a very unreliable pattern to look for. And again, in my experience also, I haven't really seen that many play out, especially on these long time frames like this. Many people for years and years I've seen say this is a doomsday head and shoulders pattern to where we're going to drop massively, and I've never seen that really play out. One thing I have seen play out a lot are symmetrical triangles. They seem to be a very consistent pattern. For example, the symmetrical triangle we tracked for literally years during this bear market that ultimately broke up literally exactly as myself and many people were expecting. This pattern right here that just absolutely exploded to the upside. Okay, that's like a long macro pattern that I have seen play out. Now, again, we had this. Everyone was calling this a giant head and shoulders pattern back here in the summer. And then instead of dumping right here like a head and shoulders pattern would do, it did the exact opposite. So now naturally we have people doing this as well. We say, oh, wow, here we have another, again, just one of the ugliest patterns. Again, I don't think it's a head and shoulders, just like I didn't think this was. Could we still go a little lower? Maybe. Do I think we're going to plummet all the way down to 19K or something, which a head and shoulders here would call for? No. So again, and also I saw people calling for a head and shoulders pattern here like 3 or 4 weeks ago, which makes no sense. People have just been super eager to find the most bearish pattern possible. And that's just my opinion on this head and shoulders pattern, because every day I get, I don't know, maybe like 10 comments saying, is this a big head and shoulders pattern? My opinion, no, I don't think so. But with that, Bitcoin is still not in a good spot. Obviously. With that being said, I don't think we're in some sort of massive head and shoulders pattern, but also with that, that doesn't mean we're in a good spot right now. We're below everything key here. And at this point, really, If 40K breaks, that's absolute bearishness confirmed. So that's really all anyone's waiting for. We have to see if 40K holds. And again, a situation that pretty much always happens. 40K is that big level everyone's watching for. Let's say we get a massive wick, maybe in 5 seconds down to 35, 36, 37K. And then by the time you're done eating your Cheerios, it's back above 42, 43, 44K. Meaning, what exactly did I just describe? Just a massive liquidation, a long liquidation event to clear a lot of the longs, okay, and then reverse to the upside. Just like we see before massive moves to the downside here, and just like we see also before massive moves to the upside. That is just reality at this point. We see it all the time. So 40K makes a lot of sense to hold. Does that mean we're going to touch exactly at 40K and then shoot back up? No. More likely, it means what it does every time. It might go a little bit below that, very drastically, and produce one of these massive wicks that we see on pretty much all bottoms and a lot of the tops, you know, especially this absolute mega wick right here, the biggest wick of 2021 back in the summer, which again, it was the bottom, okay, but ultimately it took multiple months to get back above that. I don't think it will take many more months, but I don't think we're going to be going up by tomorrow, I'll say that. And with that as well, alts are just getting taken advantage of a little bit for the most part. SPX is not, it's holding the 50-day, it's below the 21. We just got to keep watching that as well. But as we go into the weekend price action, this will be very interesting to see how the market reacts to lower volatility. So make sure to hit that like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications. We're going to be picking a winner here. Looks like I had 5 videos this week. So, okay, video number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure to just respond to your winning comment and then also just shoot me an email or message me on Twitter or something like that. So far, actually, everyone's been messaging me. Sometimes it takes a day or two, but everyone has messaged me back. So congrats to everybody that wins. I don't know why it's taking so long. 700 comments, 800, 900, 1,000. Why does that seem so high? All right, let's see who the winner is. Yes, we're still watching. Absolutely very big. Oh, that's about the egg video. Oh, okay. So that one had a lot of comments because it was the egg video that was very controversial. Yeah, but without any further ado, that's it for me.